Well, hi everybody.
Hey,
Here we
how's
are.
it going?
It is another Tuesday, and hello. Yay. So we have had a lot of fun with technology over the past few weeks. Fun being the wrong word to use entirely, but hey. So anyway, so we're able to be back in the studio. It's a big place, so we are all 6 feet apart. We look like we're next to each other. We are not. So we're still being safe, but then hopefully you'll be able to see everything a lot better and not have constant interruptions. So thank you so much for all your patience in the past. And we have such a fun look today that we wanted to make sure you could see it completely.
Yes.
So if you want to say where you're watching from in the comments, please do. I am Amber. I will be answering questions as we go along. And this is the lovely Jene.
Hello. Hi, I'm Jene. And yes, it is so great to be with you guys, especially in a new space today, using better technology than what we have been doing. And I assure you, because I know you're all concerned, we are very safe and we are very much distanced. But it's still great to be in a room with you, Amber, even though we're about 20 feet apart. It's still just, it's a happy time. This is really exciting. Yes, and we do have a really fun look to do today. We're going to be using the Lucy eyeshadow palette, which is great, and we're going to be doing a very mod 60s look with that today, including lots of blues, blue shadows, which can be a little bit scary. I know usually when I think of blue eyeshadow, I'm like, ooh, does that look good on everybody? And I'm going to show you, yes it does.
And yeah, blue is kind of our most like dramatic color, our shimmery bright blue in the palette. And so this is a good way to see how you can use it. And we'll talk about all the other ways you can use it if you want it as a more dramatic blue or if you want something a little more subtle. But yes, so this is the very mod style look today. And Lucy had this kind of look. I mean, she evolved with the times. And so this peach shade is based exactly on a color of some of her famous press photos from her shows into the 60s. So we'll be using that on the lips. And yeah, so if you have questions as we go along about the makeup in particular, anything you want to see, please ask them in the comments. Let's see, and can you please increase the volume? Maybe we can, Spiffy. We'll see. We'll see. We'll be working things out, so if stuff is a little bit askew, then there we go. Is everything okay? Anyway,
Volume. Okay.
so sorry. So we'll see if we can get that fixed. If not, oh golly, yeah.
Is it both of our volumes that need to be increased?
Yeah, could you tell us if it's both of us?
Or just one of us?
Just the fun. It just, you know, this is, if you're ever like, they just tape this and play it later.
Nope, certainly live. We are very, very much live. Other than maybe like a 5-second lag that YouTube has in place. But otherwise,
which we can't change or do anything about.
At this very moment, we are doing this very thing, speaking these words here in Los Angeles.
Okay, it looks like the audio's cleared up. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Oh golly, so.
And thank you guys, producers.
Yes,
awesome.
We have our producers helping us out, which is an excellent, much better than me shouting to no one at my house, which is what I have been doing. Great, so Jene, why don't you go ahead and take us away. What do you have on already? Just base kind of?
Yeah, so already I just did my, my face with a little bit of concealer on spots that I needed it, including under eyes. I then did some powder. I used my cashmere powder all over. And then I did apricot cream rouge on my cheeks, which I also did last week, but I still wanted to stick with it because I am gonna wear the peachy lipstick later, and I thought that would be a really nice compliment. Then I also did my brows, and I just filled them in nice and full with our brown cake and a little fine brush to do that. So if you haven't tried brown cake, just as a side note, if you haven't tried brown cake for your brows yet, you're missing out. It's a fantastic brow product. And then the other thing I'm wearing is lashes. I don't have on any eyeliner or mascara yet. We'll do that together later. I also don't have any shadow on yet because, again, we're going to do that with the palette and have a lot of fun. But I did go ahead and start by putting my lashes on first. Some people like to do them first before they do their eye makeup. Some people like to wait and keep them at the very last step. And that's just up to you. That's your preference. Typically, I actually do them last, but this time I thought, well, I'll start with them first. That way we can just skip that step. And then next week, we can talk a little bit more about lashes. So that'll be fun. Anyway, so that's what I've done. I love these lashes. They're the Lucy lashes that come with the collection, and they're really beautiful, really natural looking. Yeah, so super exciting. So yeah, do we have any questions before we get started, or should I just jump right in, Amber?
No, not too much. People are ready to go. They could hear us happily. Oh, we do have some people. I guess we'll shout out people from Flagstaff, Aiken, South Carolina, Orlando, Rainy, England. Natalie's watching from. So we have Washington State. So we have people from all over, which is very exciting. But yeah, I think you can go ahead and get started.
Woohoo!
And yeah.
All right. Here we go, Lucy palette, so beautiful. If you don't know yet, which I assume you probably do, I'd be very surprised if you didn't, but the colors in here are so gorgeous, and I love it. So the colors we're gonna be using today are, like I said, our blues. So we're gonna start with Babalu. It's the Club Babalu palette, and this shade is Babalu. And then we also have a Salesman Blue, which is a dark, like navy blue, which is really, really pretty. And then I'm probably going to use just a teensy little bit of McGillicuddy Roots as well. And those will be the 3 colors, that's it. That's all I'm going to use from this palette today. I used other ones last time, so if you missed it last week, you can go back on YouTube, check it out, see what we used. And those are the shades I'm going to use today. So I'm going to start with my fluffy brush. This is the Besame eyeshadow brush that is sold separately, and it's a really great brush. I'm going to use this and just dive right into Babalu, and I'm going to load it up, get tons of it on there, and I'm going to just sweep this right across my eyelid.
And this is the shimmery eyeshadow that we have in the palette. The rest are mattes, but this has a light shimmer to it, which is appropriate to the time. And also this was worn, this kind of color was also worn in the 50s, though it increased in popularity, and Lucy wore it a lot more into the 60s. Yeah, and you can just see immediately how much like bright color there is. That's so fun.
You know what I really like too is that because I kind of have hooded eyes, and my eyes are like pretty far set back and sunken, this with the little bit of shimmer is making my eyes come forward more. You know what, just this color alone kind of reminds me of like the Love Witch a little bit, like that kind of a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, I love it. This is so pretty. Honestly, we're gonna do a lot more with this look, but like I could probably just do this and be done, because this is really pretty just by itself.
I've definitely worn just the one color with maybe eyeliner and nothing else, and I love doing that. I mean, I always love just the brightest colors of every palette, but this one is, and it gives you, and if you want to put it on, we're not really putting it on heavily, actually, that's just a lot of pigment in it, but if you wanted something that's slightly more subdued, you can always just use a tiny bit and then blend it out a lot if you want more of just like the hint of blue. But today we want, you know, the bright, very 60s inspired kind of look.
So if you're going for this fun mod look, like just let it all be there, you know. Who needs to blend it out? Just like enjoy this really gorgeous color. Oh man, I love this. This is really pretty. Like I really do think just like the lashes and this shadow, it's such a good look. I love it. But let's keep going. We're gonna do more. So we're gonna I'm gonna use the brush that the palette comes with, which is kind of like a little angle brush, perfect for precision, which is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Salesman Blue, and we're gonna be applying this into our crease. Hold on one second.
And this, you just need a little bit of it.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, whoa, this picked up so much. I don't think I need quite that much. And remember, when you are using shadow and you intend to blend it, wherever you put it is where it's gonna stay. So don't start in a place where you want it to be blended out. Start in the place where you want it to be the most concentrated, and that's where you're gonna put your brush first, and then use your little circular motions to get it blendy. But wherever you put that brush first, it's gonna stay there. It's gonna be the most concentrated. So for me, I'm gonna put it right about here.
Good.
There
just
we go.
Almost at the corner of your eye.
Yeah. Kind of making a line to start with up to the crease, and you'll see why. And I'll do it on the other side too.
And yeah, this the darker shades in this palette in particular are very pigmented. So yeah, knock your brush once or start with just a little bit, because I think the first time I tried it, I used the blue and I had, I mean, it was very dark and I used the one little swatch of it on both eyes. So yeah, go in a little lighter and then it does blend out really nicely, but it's all just a little easier to start small and add more.
So I
Ooh.
placed it right there, and now I'm going to be using those little tiny circular motions. Man, I'm like tongue-tied
Well, we've
today.
got, yeah, Babalu, circular motions.
And I'm just going out toward the corner of my eye, and I'm getting a little bit sweepy with it too, like just sweeping my brush a little more. And then I'm also going inward like this toward the center, right into the natural like socket of the eye. It's still a little bit strong right there on that line, so I'm going to just keep on blending. Maybe I'll add just a teensy bit more. There we go. I'm liking how that's looking.
And I think a lot of times with especially these 60s looks, they can be scary at first because the colors are bright and then this blue is darker. And remember, you just want to blend. How it looks when you first put it on your eye is not how it's going to look overall. So if it looks a little dark, that's okay. You just keep blending. You could even put a little bit of the Babalu over some of the darker blue to lighten it up a tad.
That's very true.
As long as you just have a little bit of patience and a brush you enjoy blending with, then it all really comes together very beautifully.
Man, I really love this. This is so pretty.
Lillian Lee said that she sent us both letters and drawings. Thank you, Lillian. Oh my gosh. We
You
haven't
are
got
too
them yet. I'm
sweet.
sure we will.
I'm so excited.
Isn't that the craziest? That is, I just honestly can't believe it. That's so
My
exciting.
Oh,
That is
thank
very
you.
sweet, Lillian. Thank you.
wow, Amber.
guys are so sweet.
I feel so loved.
I know, that is such a nice thing, you know, because we do these videos and they're a lot of fun, and we just hope that anybody enjoys them too. And the fact that we have so many of you guys that come back week to week and leave such fun comments for each other and helping each other out and us, it's really cool. And that's just, I just can't even believe it. So yeah, we'll let you know, Lillian, when we get them. And
Yeah,
that's
so exciting.
the cutest thing in the world.
Okay, let's see. What do you guys think? Do I need to blend more? What do you think? Maybe. You know what I might do? I might go back to my fluffy brush and add more Babalu back in to help blend it more.
Sure.
I feel like I've got such
Yeah.
a strong line. I don't know if I really want that. It's a look, but I don't know if it's the look I want today.
And I mean, again, we are just two people to have fun with makeup. Jene definitely knows more about makeup than I do. I do that a lot, where I go back with a lighter color just a little bit to help blend. And also the McGillicuddy Roots kind of cream color we have in the palette is a good one to also kind of help blend and soften
Yeah, and actually,
some of the
oops, I
edges.
dropped my brush. That's fine. Not going to use it anymore probably. I'm just going to use my fingers to do that to really help get it where it needs to go. So I just put a little bit right there on the tip of my finger, and I'm just going to stick it right in the center of my eyeball to really highlight that. And it helps make your eye look more bright, rounded, open. It's great. And then what I'm also going to do is apply it right up here on top of the brow bone.
Right under the brow bone. Oh, cool.
Yes. And then for even more highlighty fun, this isn't in the blog where we kind of go over these steps. This is my little Jene take on it. I'm going to use the eyeliner pencil that comes in white in the eyeliner set, and I'm going to put that in the corners of my eyes to really
And if you
highlight.
want to see takes on these kind of looks, we have a more subtle 60s look, a 50s look, and then this mod look. You can find it on our blog at bestamecosmetics.com. And yeah, this is similar to what we're doing, but with each of these videos, we're kind of adding our own little take to it just to make it fun.
Yeah.
We had a couple fun comments. Michaela said she thinks the mod look is coming back because you have to wear masks. So it's a good one to have some drama with a mask.
Sure. Oh, totally. This is going to look really cute. I actually have a blue mask, one of my masks.
Ooh.
I have a couple, but I have one that's like these colors of blue. So when I wear that today, I'm so coordinated.
I know.
So
Perfect.
it's going to look great. So I used the white eyeliner right here in the, what do you call this? Like the inner
Yeah.
corner of the eye, like
Yeah.
around where your tear duct is. Just to, again, highlight the eyes, make them really stand out. And then I did just a little bit on the bottom shelf, like the waterline of the eye. And my last step, what we're going to do, wow, this shadow is so pigmented and it's getting all over my hands.
when you're doing it at a regular vanity, it won't get all over your hands. When we do it, we end up having to do it fast and holding stuff, whatever.
It's fine. It's just part of the process, you know? Yeah. It's like an artist who, you know, you get paint all over your smock, your hands, whatever, as you're creating. That's what I'm doing here. Not that I really consider myself an artist. Like Amber said, we're just girls who love makeup, but this is fun, right? Makeup can feel like art. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use, again, the little brush that comes with it, and still using Salesman Blue. I'm just going to apply this underneath my bottom lashes, and I'm not going to go like all the way. We're not really looking for like an eyeliner kind of look, but what we are going to do is add a false shadow to really give our lashes like a heavy weighted look, as if they're so big and luscious that they're casting their own shadow, which they kind of already are actually. In this light I can see there's shadow here, there's shadow here, so I'm going to try and just copy that with real actual eyeshadow into the shadow, if that makes sense.
And Sarah S. had a question of, what are your thoughts on the Twiggy look? And she says she often did it. So I love the Twiggy look. It's kind of similar to this, except it tends to have a more dramatic lower lash, where you either have fake lashes or you kind of draw on lashes. And I love that.
I do too.
If I had the actual patience, I would wear that every day. And my little tip, I will say, is I've tried to put fake lashes on the bottom lash, and you can, but it's kind of hard. It's actually easier, and I just did it with Black Cake mascara and a thin brush, to just, you paint little fake lines, and it looks surprisingly real. It doesn't look like you're a weird doll, which is my usual look is weird doll, but it actually does give you that real Twiggy fun look. Do you ever like doing that like extra exaggerated kind of?
Oh yeah, it is a challenge for sure. You have to have a steady hand, I think, because the product that I think really makes that look work is Black Cake mascara, because you can draw on your lashes, then you can really cake on that cake on your lashes to really give those like doll-like lashes. And then also sometimes in certain like editorial photos we see, or Warhol photos we see of Twiggy, she's got like actual like, you know, liner as her cut crease. Just a straight up black line that connects into the crease and as eyeliner, and then down into the lashes and up into the lashes, and it's just like these really, you know, minimalist line shapes. So for that kind of look, that product is what you need. Like, that's exactly it. And then maybe you add some white eyeliner into that as well. But a lot of what the shapes and stuff that we're doing with this look can absolutely be applied and taken to the max to get yourself a really stylized Twiggy look, which is so fun. And whenever I see pictures of Twiggy, I'm like, man, she's gorgeous, and now I think I want a pixie cut again. Like, once upon a time, I rocked a pixie cut back in the day, but it's been also fun growing out my hair. Anyway, love Twiggy. She's totally an icon and just absolutely gorgeous with great makeup. So yeah, I should maybe try doing one of those looks sometime.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let us, and also if there's any other kinds of styles of looks or anything that you guys want to see, please let us know in the comments. We're always open to get new ideas and stuff like that. So please let us know if there's something you really would love to see us do.
Yes, absolutely. So speaking of Black Cake mascara, we're going to move on to that next because we're done with our shadow. What do you guys think? Do you like the shadow? I'm a big fan of this right now.
I think it looks
really
pretty.
And I think it blended out so nicely. I'm like impressed with this shadow and how blendable it is. So I'm just using a little bit of water, mixing it into my Black Cake, and then I'm going to use my liner brush, my little precision liner brush, to do some eyeliner today. And we're only going to do it on the top lid because we use the shadow kind of as like the under eye, you know, shadow liner type deal. So we're going to be going a heavy, thick liner, and then we're going to make a big old wing because, again, we're going mod. We're having fun with this. So we're going to start, now when you do a really thick line, typically you don't want it thick the whole way. It may look like it's really thick the whole way, but when you really take a closer look, you're actually, you know, there's still shape. You're going to be at your smallest here, and then your largest around the end of the eye, and then it gets small again when you go out to the wing. We don't want just like a fat line the whole way that looks like we did it with a crayon or something. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to start in the center of my eye.
And I think this is such a good tip because when you start in the center of your eye, if it does accidentally get a little tiny bit thicker than you want, it's kind of okay. You can easily match it. Whereas when you start at the corner of your inner corner of your eye, if it starts too thick, it's just then really hard to get it to match and kind of give the same look you're going for. So the center is such an easier way to do it, I think.
Totally. And like I said, I already have my false lashes on. So I'm going just right above the band of those lashes.
And these lashes, because some lashes you have to wear a kind of thick liner to hide the band, and these you really don't. It's a very thin band, so you could see, even some people said they didn't even know you were wearing fake lashes, just thought you like looked nice.
That's how gorgeous these are, you guys. They're so natural looking, and they kind of feel like real eyelashes. Like they're so lovely. They're light.
Very light.
They don't feel like plasticky or anything like that, you know. Sometimes fake lashes can feel like you're wearing little plasticky fibers or something. Yeah. These feel beautiful. These feel great. And they feel great on. They're very lightweight. They don't feel heavy or anything like that. And yeah, the band is very thin, which is perfect. Okay, just gonna go back over this.
And this is, you could use your Lucy brown liner if you wanted something that's more subtle, but for such a dramatic look, black liner is really the best bet if you have it at hand for this particular thing that we're going for today.
And I did get a little bit thick there on the inside, but you know what? Then I just have to thicken up the rest of the line, right? Okay.
And for this kind of look, a thicker line really works fine. So sometimes what's funny is you might think if you're like new to doing liquid liner that you'd want to start with something more small and subtle, whereas actually a real thick line like this is probably easier to do because it's easier to fix and add, and the whole point is it's dramatic. So yeah, in this time of masks, it's the way to go.
That's right, yes. Play up your eyes. Okay, so I haven't done the wing yet, but hopefully you can kind of see the thickness of this line. One eye without. That's what we're doing. Now let's add in our wing. And what I'm going to do is just sort of start with a straight line going up and kind of following where I put my shadow, like parallel to that.
Michaela did ask if we had a good 4th of July.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mine was totally boring, but that's okay. That's better than, that's not bad.
I watched Hamilton, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I watched it the day before. I watched it on Friday when it launched. But
well, sure, but
that was the most exciting thing of my weekend. I watched it twice. It was fantastic.
Why not?
Anybody else?
Yeah, let us know if you watched Hamilton already.
I love it.
Go
ahead, Amber.
We just had a question about the liner brushes. Yeah, on our website it says the spoolie and liner brush combo is going to be back in July. That's still true. It'll just probably be more towards the end of July. So they will be here soon, and thank you guys for waiting for that. Same with our Poppy Cream Rouge. We don't have a date exactly of when it's coming back, but it is coming back very soon. So yes, thank you for that. Jacques, a number of people watched Hamilton.
That's right. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so I made this into it was just a line at first. Now I made it into a little triangle shape, but it's like a long triangle, like a isosceles triangle, if my memory of geometry class serves. The kind where it's like really long, 2 sides, and then a short third side. That's isosceles, right?
I
don't have Google to check myself, but hopefully I'm right. Someone will correct me if I'm not, I'm sure.
Yeah, we have a lot of geometry, really heavy geometry fans watching.
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. So there we go. Now we've got this really stylized, super fun, super mod wing going on. Now I'm just going to try my best to copy it on the other side. It won't be perfect. It doesn't need to be identical. It just needs to be close enough.
Yeah.
That's something too. Don't get frustrated if your makeup isn't identical. It doesn't have to be. Just related, you know, similar. Get it as close as you can, but if you're like, oh man, but this wing is just like a slightly higher angle or something like that, that's okay, you guys. That's not a big deal. Just lean into it.
And I do feel like with Instagram now, where we see so many pictures of people all the time and selfies and stuff, that we assume that everybody just looks perfect all the time when nobody does. I mean, even makeup artists have shared pictures where just the lighting changed and it looked totally different.
That's right, yeah.
If somebody's gonna I don't know, be a jerk to you in real life because one of your wings is slightly differently shaped than the other, then you just got the wonderful gift of knowing that person's a jerk. So
That's right. That's
it's really,
right.
people are less out to get you with makeup, and it can feel that way. I know I did for a long time. I felt real shy about makeup because I just thought everybody would be thinking how bad it was.
And there is like some reason that you think like, oh, if I can't get this perfect, then why even try? And
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I believe try, experiment, have fun. That's what I do. And the more I do it and the more I practice, the better I get. And then it's like my wings are looking closer to what I want them to be, you know? So that's part of it too. Practice makes perfect, as they say.
Sam had a question of tips if you mess up the cake mascara or mess up the line, but you don't want to lose the shadow. One of the little things you can do is first just have Q-tips at hand if you're new, I think helps, and even just take it dry and wipe at it. Sometimes that alone, if it still hasn't quite set, can get it into place. If not, then wet it with just a little bit of water, and that will clean it up really quickly. And sometimes you just have to go back in and blend your eyeshadow again, but oftentimes it doesn't take off enough that you have to totally redo it. That's in my opinion.
See, and I wouldn't say that these are perfectly identical when you look up close, but I mean, they look like the same line, so, you know, I think we did it. I think we got there. Really nice, fun, thick liner. I'm enjoying this. So my last eye step, I should say, is going to be lashes. Again, I'm going to be using more Black Cake mascara. And this time I'm going to use a little trick where I'm going to use a spoolie from an old tube of mascara that I no longer use, that I have cleaned, and I'm going to use it to apply my mascara because I feel like it does a really good job of like volume. What is my deal today? Voluminizing? Volume for the lashes. That's what I think this is going to do. So I'm going to use this spoolie and again, just apply a little bit of water. Mixy. And then yes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by applying this mascara. In case you're like, I've never worn fake eyelashes before. I don't even really understand how they work, because that might be true for some of you. Maybe you've literally never even tried to put on a pair. When you put them on, you put them right above your real lashes, just right as close as you possibly can, and you put a little bit of glue on the band, and that glue goes onto the skin, not the lashes. It goes like right onto the eyelid skin, but you get it as close as you possibly can to your real lash line. So then when you put on mascara, what you're trying to do is blend in your real lashes with the fake lashes, because otherwise it's kind of like two layers. But when you do this and you start underneath, so really I'm hitting my real lashes first before I'm hitting the fake lashes. And you're gonna wiggle, and try to get them to kind of interlock with one another.
Kind of melding the two together. If you have really light lashes, like I have very light blonde lashes, I will sometimes put a little bit of mascara on first and then put my lashes on and then do mascara again. Again, you don't need to do that necessarily.
I totally just made a mistake, so concealer time. But first, I'll just try them.
Yeah. I mean, it's so true. Like if you have any kind of makeup on all the time, I just wipe stuff away with my fingertips, and it works good enough for me.
Close enough.
Close enough for me.
But Q-tips work too, I guess, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I think with liner.
For precision.
Yeah, like with liner, it could be harder to get there. But yeah, I just give the old wipe away.
Oh my gosh, these lashes are so pretty and so long. And it's like, do they even really need mascara? No, but we're doing it anyway.
Yeah, this is kind of for that the more exaggerated look.
Stylized, yeah. Cool. Ooh, wow, would you look at that difference? Holy moly.
Wow.
Great, let's do the other side. Yay. This is so fun.
You want to match the color of the lashes more for like a different kind of look, then our brown cake mascara does that really well. It's very similar color, and you get more of that auburny brown tone. But again, for this one, the black kind of just is more dramatic and fun.
Yes. And when I'm done with these lashes, what I'm going to do, like when I'm done for the day and I'm taking off my makeup, I'm going to gently pull these off and then wash them just very, very gently with my hands, a little warm water and a little bit of soap, and all of the glue, dried glue, and the mascara should come right off, especially because cake mascara is really easy to wash off like that. Even though it stays put, it is easy and gentle to wash off. You don't have to scrub at it with makeup remover or anything like that.
Which is really good for these lashes since they are so thin on purpose.
Yes.
It's a good way to just keep them nice and looking good as long as possible.
Okay, this is like so wild and so fun, these lashes. I feel very twiggy now with having added the mascara. And now I'm gonna put a little into my bottom lashes again, because that's the style we're going for today.
Elise had a question about being backed up on the Lucy orders. We are still a little bit behind, yes, so thank you. And anybody who's waiting for their order, you know, we just had a really unprecedented amount of orders when Lucy launched, so we are getting to them, and I know that it can be frustrating, but we really thank you guys for your patience.
So much, and we thank you for your orders. I mean, we were just like overwhelmed with the support that everybody poured out. It's insane, and it's like, obviously we were overwhelmed, like this is so many orders, but we're just, you know, our team that does that is working tirelessly to get that out for you, while also complying with all the COVID guidelines to make sure that everybody's packages are safe, clean, not too many people in an area at once. So there's a lot of hoops to jump through in order to get those orders out, in addition to it being way more orders than we typically have. So that's kind of what it all comes down to. But yeah, we know you guys understand, and we're really grateful for that, and thank you. And yeah, if you're at all concerned about anything with any order that you ever place, we do have an awesome customer service team who's happy to help you. You can reach them info@besamaycosmetics.com, or you can call or even use our chat feature. I believe we have a chat feature that you can reach them with. So somebody's always available to help you. But yeah, thank you guys for your patience on that.
And if you're ordering something else that's not from the Lucy collection, that like everything isn't all backed up so that nobody will get their stuff out. The other stuff is kind of coming at a regular pace. We're just sort of getting, you know, back up and running with the Lucy stuff. That's what's slow. So if you order a cake mascara or something like that, that should come quickly. And also it is speeding up. We're catching up rapidly, so it shouldn't be such a long wait if you do order something today or like that.
I'm just finishing off with a little bit of powder because it's warm in here and I'm getting a little shiny, I can see. So this will help mattify that. And my eyes are done, my face is done, except now we're gonna add lippy, and we're gonna use What a Peach, which is so gorgeous. You guys. Okay, you know.
Just gotta calm your heartbeat.
If you know me at all, you know I'm the president of the Chocolate Kiss fan club. And let me just say, this is coming really close to my level of adoration for Chocolate Kiss. I am obsessed with this color. It is so
it's very pretty.
Natural. It's like a Your Lips but better kind of color, and it reminds me of Chocolate Kiss a little bit, but not as like dark. So it's more, I don't know, natural.
And it has just that peachy tone. It is like a Chocolate Kiss with a peachier tone, and there's a little tiny bit of kind of shimmer to it. It's very subtle.
Just a little bit. It's not like there's glitter in it or something, but there's just like a shine.
A little bit of a shine to it.
Oh, I love it. Look at this. Yay. I love it. I want to just like pile it on.
And it's very creamy and easy to wear. I mean, it feels very nice on the lips. And it's very, very pretty. Yes, also we have some people talking about how they do vintage makeup and stuff like that. And yeah, if you have a blog or anything you want to share in the comments, please list it there. And if you guys ever try out any of our stuff from these tutorials, you can share it on Instagram. It's probably the easiest. You can tag us, add Tuesday Tutorial hashtag, and we can share with everyone. But yes, please let us know anything so you can follow each other, because everybody has very cool ideas from the comments.
I love that. Yeah.
Yay. And there we go. That's the completed look.
Yay.
That is so cute.
Amber, tell us about what's on your face today.
Oh, so I have a very similar thing going on. So yeah, my little twist of the day is similar to last week. So I am wearing the taupe color for my eyebrows. And I will say from the Lucy Club Babalu palette. And if you are a darker blonde, person similar to me, it is a very good eyebrow color. So I'm wearing that. I'm wearing the rosé color as blush again, which is also, again, a very good blush. I've used it for fun many times, not just for this.
Cute.
And then I did the same, so to try to get the blue to be a little brighter, because I don't know, when I open my eyes, you can't see that much of my eyelid, so let's get as much color as we can. So I put the white pencil over my whole eyelid as a base, and then added the Babalu color, and then a little bit of the brown and mauve colors in the crease. But then the fun fact, if you don't have a liquid liner or you don't have cake mascara at hand, I used the Salesman Blue as my liner. So I got it wet with the brush and a little wet on the stuff itself, on the eyeshadow itself, and made my liner.
Yeah, because you
like
can
that.
use these wet or dry. Which is great. So if you want precision or you want to really pack that pigment on, just dampen your brush a little bit and it'll work perfectly.
And yeah, if you want, because we've had some people ask for like navy blue cake mascara before, which we don't have right now. But if you want a navy blue liner, that is an excellent color to use. And yeah, I'm wearing the lashes as well with black mascara this time. And you can see that they look, as opposed to last week's, they look a lot darker. In a way that's very fun and great. I mean, there's almost like no lashes too long for me. I just wear comically crazy ones, and these are not comical. They're very, very pretty, and they look totally, they look so natural when they're their brown shade and a little more dramatic if you add some black cake mascara to them. So yeah, that's why, and I'm also wearing the peach.
Yay!
So those are our colors today.
Beautiful.
So I'm just looking through to make sure. If you want Portrait Peach, it is in pre-order. So our lipstick sold out immediately. And so the 2 colors for Lucy are on pre-order. So you can check out our website for all of that kind of stuff. Our palette is available now. It's available right away. And that's where our code comes in. So if you want to get our brush, our shadow brush, which Jene used, it's really good. It's a great combination because the little brush in the palette gives you a lot of pigmented, kind of concentrated color, and then you blend it with that other one, and it's great.
It's great.
So to get 60% off of that shadow brush, when you buy the Club Babalu palette, use the code BRUSH60. So the code BRUSH60 gives you 60% off the brush when you get it with the palette. So you might as well get all your eyeshadow needs done in one. Get a nice little discount. That discount will be good until Thursday, so it's good for 48 hours. And again, that's Brush 60 when it's bought in combination with the Club Babalu palette. And our stuff is going fast, what's left of it. So, so if you want the eyeshadow palette, I would get it sooner than later.
Yes.
For sure.
Definitely.
Alrighty.
And you do want it. You want it.
Because it is, I mean, like if you like vintage makeup, which most likely you do, it works for 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s looks.
Oh my gosh,
flawlessly. I mean, because it really, the pink, the violet, and the blue give you that color for the later eras. The others are beautiful and neutral. You can wear it for a normal day. It really is so versatile, and I love it. I love it quite a bit. So great. All right, I was just seeing if we had that. All righty. So yes, I'm sorry if I said Portrait Peach at any point. That's not what I meant. Portrait Peach we don't have right now. We do have the Lucy, we're talking about the Lucy color, which is What a Peach.
That's what I thought. I was a little bit like, wait, did she say? But yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. That's my fault for trying to do too many things at once. But yes, What a Peach is the color that we're wearing. Portrait Peach will be back another day, but not today. Yay, thank you for your patience with me. So there we go. That's everything for today. We're gonna be back talking more about lashes next week, hopefully.
Exciting.
And thank you all for joining us.
Yes,
we're so happy to be here and talk to you guys, and have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday.
Yes,
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.